The species of microbes in our gut have a major effect on our overall health. But microbes have short lifespans, breeding and dying rapidly. So tomorrow's microbes will be the daughters or granddaughters of yesterday's microbes. Maybe the same species, but different individuals. We call this dynamic equilibrium, which means our microbes can rapidly change. If we change our diet, we change our gut microbes. Our modern food system has led to a major depletion in our gut biota, which is a major factor in the modern epidemic of chronic diseases such as obesity, diabetes and the rest. Here is how we can take control and breed beneficial microbes that outcompete and outbreed harmful microbes. We start with a box. The size is purely a matter of convenience, but it needs a depth of about 250 millimeters. You can buy one from your local hardware store. We fit a swivel tube in the base. This is so we can breathe the soil. We fill the 3 layers. The lower layer is the sponge layer, made from organic waste, such as grass clippings or kitchen waste. The next layer is the rhizosphere, or root zone, which is made up of wikimix, which is essentially a balanced ecosystem that contains starter microbes, creatures of the soil such as worms, larvae and beetles to process the organic waste, and minerals, particularly the trace minerals, which are typically missing in our modern food system and either soil or potting mix. The top layer is the germination layer, made from potting mix or a water-absorbent soil mix. The swivel tube is turned to the up position and water is poured into the box until the water reaches the top of the swivel tube. Typically seeds are sprinkled on the surface and covered, but there is nothing special about this and seedlings can be used. When the seeds have germinated, the swivel tube is turned to the down position, which allows the water to drain out and in the process sucking in fresh air. This water will contain some nutrients and microbes, so it is caught in the containers for later use. We call this soul blood, as it does the same job as our blood, circulating the nutrients and air. The swivel tube is left in the down position for several days while water wicks up from the sponge layer, keeping the plants moist. When the box has partially dried out, so there's plenty of air spaces in the soil, the swivel tube is turned to the up position and the soul blood is diluted with fresh water and the box is filled until the soul blood reaches the top of the swivel tube and left for a period to allow the soul blood to wick throughout the entire box. The swivel tube is then rotated to the down position and the box is drained, sucking in fresh air. This breathing action is essential for breeding beneficial microbes. The worms moving through the soil will create air passages throughout the box, but it is essential that the soil never becomes waterlogged or squelchy. So at the start, the mole pole, basically a large knitting needle, can be used to make air passages. The breathing of the soil and the circulation of the soil bloods are critical features of the G-Biota technology for breeding beneficial microbes without breeding harmful microbes. The beneficial microbes move into the plants, and when we pick and eat the plants, into our gut, so we can look forward to a long and healthy life. You can access full details of the process and receive technical support by video calls for setting up your G-Biota boxes or beds, if you have a garden, by joining the G-Biota Club at our website gbiota.com.